Happy 501. I'm Robert. This is Susan. We're doing the Daily Dose, and we're talking a lot about our process as friends, as partners, as collaborators with Yes and Exercise and everything we do for the Parkinson's community, and now stretching beyond to try to live our best lives, practically speaking. And that comes down to practical work of improvisation, practical work of writing. These are, tried and true. We're not making things up. We're putting them in a specific context, and that is perhaps the secret sauce. And one of the things that's happened that I really like in the evolution of the Day One program has been looking at the hero's journey in the first four stages or so right now as personal exploration, journal-ish, I type of statements. And that at the crossing of the threshold, the encouragement begins to mythologize oneself, right? To begin to see oneself in the third person, to do a one-off or a shadow or a complete mythological creation of oneself in order to free yourself to write, and observe from that slightly removed position. Talk to me about that separation, about being I and being, a third person perspective.
Well, you nailed it. We'll jump to the rationale in the end point first, which is freedom. It
Mhm.
is an amazing difference. But to take you back, to go back to the beginning of what you talked about, of the 12 steps, there are, what is it, four or five that maybe most of us did write in first person, especially because we were thinking it was about our Parkinson's journey. I wouldn't be surprised if most of us didn't imagine writing about anything other than our Parkinson's journey, because that's kind of what brought us together. In fact, most of us didn't. And so it kind of had to be I, or felt like it needed to be I. It felt like it. Well, today, actually yesterday, I took you up on your heartily encouraged uh, position that we try it in third person. Whatever we've written, just think about it in third person. So I went all the way back to my ordinary world.
Mm.
Well, for the last few days, I was thinking, okay, well, if I do this, what is my name? What is the name of this third person?
Yeah.
That was important to me, to have something that made sense. And I came up with something that I'm just so tickled about it. Um, it is a real name that my very favorite teacher in high school called me.
Mm.
And it was a takeoff on my last name. My
Mm.
maiden name was Ellenstein. And my word power teacher, that was the name of the class, word power. It was Greek and Latin, roots, prefixes, and suffixes. It was my favorite class. I took it and then I audited it three more times. I took her class every single year, four times.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Kalmas called me Miss Ellie. And I had a friend who called me Ellie or Elio. Sometimes he called me Elio in high school. And Ellie has that uplifted kind of sound at the end. For a
Mm.
while, I thought about sunshine, which is what I had named myself in a previous writing. And I thought that connotes some stuff that's not right in this story because the story gets difficult and heavy, and sunshine.
Ellie's a little more grounded. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's unusual because it's not like necessarily a real name.
Mhm.
Uh, it just fit. So uh, so I started my uh, ordinary world
Mhm.
with Ellie and Malia. And in the early going, in the ordinary world, it was kind of ordinary. All I had to do was get to the challenge, the call to adventure, and boom, all of a sudden, Ellie's out there living this living this life with this dog, and
So hold that because I want to jump into the next episode with exactly that because I think what I heard you say there is you had a feeling about Ellie as she entered her call to adventure, and that's that neat thing that either care or responsibility you have for this creation of yours. Ellie is a creation now, and you hold her, and you're also necessarily going to put her in peril. So I'm going to go look into that, and we're going to talk about how that feels in the next episode. Okay.
Okay.